The Blue Mojito Attack is quite a deadly gambit that plays very much like a system, and it plays so straightforward that even a beginner would be able to play. I know I already made a video about it before, but we're scrapping all that information. We're starting over. This is the information you need to learn. Again, you're not going to learn how to play against it. You're going to learn how to play it. The moves are d4, d5, knight to f3, and bishop g4. It is basically a reverse variation of the Trompowsky. Sorry, trom-pov-skee. There we go. It's a reverse variation of the Trompowsky. And then as soon as your opponent makes a waiting move, you just take. And then you gambit this pawn as well. I know for a fact that there was some kind of a structure that I tried to instruct people to play, but you can just forget all that. This is all you need to remember. Get the knight in this position. That's c6. Get a knight to c6. Form this pawn pyramid. Get the other knight to guard this knight. The queen can stay where it is. That rook can stay where it is. You castle kingside and fianchetto. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. And you play this exact structure every single time, more or less. Sometimes you may have to deviate a little, but that's the story for another time. So after you take and you play that, here's an example game. Again, you gambit that pawn. He didn't take, so I ended up pushing and then gambiting the pawn a little later. He finally took. And then I proceed to just complete the structure. And there you have it, castle kingside. There you go. Blue Mojito Attack. There's your structure. I know for a fact that Levi Rossman teaches people how to play the Trompowsky in a similar way. He teaches people a specific system, and you just have to play that. It plays out very similarly to his Stonewall Attack course. It wasn't like the Stonewall structure exact, but you get the idea. So just like that, you form this structure, and that's your system, basically. Again, you gambit 4 points of material, but in return, you get a nice, you get a nice lead in development, and you basically, sometimes you may want to attack on the king side, but in this case, we found it much more vital to attack on the queen side, as you'll see in a moment. We're already jumping straight into the action. Knight to a5 to have the knight dodge. That's nothing scary, you can just kick. And then I very well could have just kicked the bishop a little bit more, but I didn't want the knight to end up pinned again, so I just play like that. It's not the most optimal, but whatever. And then he just played a waiting move. And then I just get the queen into the game. He was doing something funny with the bishop, and it was just getting super annoying that I just opted to take. Just get it off the board. And then I wanted to move the knight here to take that pawn back. Again, normally you don't regain material once you sacrifice it. You normally sacrifice material in exchange for a lead in development. That's the major idea. But in any case, I just wanted to get this pawn off the board. It was on its way to promotion. I didn't want that. And he guards. I get the other rook into the game. We're obviously preparing a queenside attack. Queen to d3. Knight b2, attacking the queen. I mean, the queen's just gonna run. Oh, it just attacks the knight like that. Okay. But that allows me to... yeah, take the bishop. I mean, the queen takes, but it's an even trade. Rook c4. The pawn's guarding it, so it's fine. The queen retreats. It cannot take this pawn. It cannot take this pawn because it's guarded by this pawn. Queen takes b5. I get material back. g4, knight b4, knight h4. Sorry. Again, we just maneuver just to get the knight out of danger. They're trying to counterattack on the queen side as well. Queen c6 forming a battery. Queen h3. No, queen b3, sorry. Rook e4. Nothing scary at this time. Rook fe1. d4. Queen g3. g5. Rook b d1. d3. F takes g5. H takes g5. Rook takes d3. Rook takes e2. Rook takes e2. There we go. We sacrifice the rook. Rook to d1. Rook c8, forming another battery. King to f1. Rook c2. We got an Alekin's gun over here. King g1. Rook c1. Again, sacrificing the rook. h3. Rook takes d1. Check. Yeah. Again, sacrificing the rook. Rook takes d1. Queen e4. King h2. Rook c3. Rook g1. I don't know why... I don't know why the bot just didn't take the rook. He could have just done that. But, whatever. Rook takes g3. There we go. Now we're nearing checkmate. It's an even trade for the time being, but we have that going on. He's trying to guard with the rook, but the rook is now under attack. I can just keep maneuvering to dodge the rook. Get the knight involved. Set up a mating net. Check. The rook has to block. And then there you go. We have a checkmate right there. There's our example game. Again, it's very simple game plan. Just form this structure and then just counterattack on the queen side. That's all you need to know. Okay, have fun.